These Egyptians have been the most recent victims of atrocious attacks that have not only shocked Middle East Christians, but also the entire world, including the Pope. Attacks on Palm Sunday or the massacre against this bus of pilgrims headed to a monastery in northern Egypt have been a blow to Coptic Christians who still do not succumb to the temptation of revenge.
There is a great campaign of attack on Coptic Christians in Egypt at the moment. Ever since December of last year, when the cathedral was bombed, St. Peter's Church, and then we had other bombings of churches, then we had pilgrims shot as they went to a monastery, and there are targeted individual attacks as well. So we're seeing a targeting, we're seeing an increase. Of course, the Christians feel that they are more vulnerable, but it doesn't stop them from living their lives. The churches are still full. They're still practicing very courageously, but they do so knowing that they are a target.
Coptic Orthodox Bishop Angaelos travels the world denouncing persecution against Christian minorities. Thus, he participated in this international conference regarding religious freedom in Rome. He says that the latest outbreaks of violence in Egypt against Christians are the tip of an iceberg after a situation that has been brewing for decades.
The problem is that there are decades of a culture that has alienated and marginalized Christians, has victimized Christians. And so that's going to take time to change, but we must start with at least small things. Otherwise, we'll see this increasing and we'll see more people dying.
In Egypt, Christians represent 15% of the population, which is the largest percentage in the Middle East. Therefore, extremists know that attacking Egyptian Christians will have a great mental impact on Christians throughout the region. However, this same circumstance also makes the example of forgiveness even more important.
The Caliphate has called us their favorite prey, which puts us both in the state of animals. We're also a nation, we're also a church, a people that don't retaliate, don't take up arms. We had 100 churches and places of worship attacked simultaneously, and there was no retaliation, there was forgiveness. And I think it's that forgiveness that makes us more powerful, because what an enemy wants is a reaction to get a spiral. And if there is no reaction, then it diminishes their own aggressive action.
Forgiveness and hope are the pillars on which the resilience of these Christian communities are based. Despite the fatigue of always being under threat, they know that it is the only way to guarantee their future in the same land as Jesus Christ.